we did it. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. And a happy Friday. Obviously, this is a new setup, so give me a moment as I fix all the things. But hello, Amy will be here for all of you folks in chat for a moment while I figure out what the hell it is I'm doing. Okay.
C. Holland is already here and says, many Geek for All subscribers ask the question, will Amy like God of War?
I have to turn off all the things that make noise. So that, Amy, if you were not aware, is a reference to the professor himself.
Oh. I was not aware.
There you go.
I just thought that he was kind of making fun of whatever your title was for the thumbnail for this.
I mean, yes and no, for sure. But yeah, no, it's also a reference to the professor.
Okay.
From Tolarian Community College.
Nice.
All right, so I hope we don't have to do memory card shenanigans this time around. It's definitely possible that we will, but I hope we won't. I know you all can't see the game yet, but that's fine. Nothing's happened yet, I promise. Also, I don't know why I'm looking over there when you're all over here. God damn it.
Eric is here. She says, oh, hi, friends. Heart.
Well, hello, Erica. By the way, if I didn't say hi to C. Holland, hi, C. Holland.
And Hob is here and says, hey there, hi there, ho there.
What is up, Hob? Great to see you all here. Hope everybody had an awesome week. You will need headphones, just as a reminder.
Great.
And then, let us know how your weeks were, how your Friday has been in the chat. Let us know. We would love to hear from you, as usual. So,
I'm so glad that my uber pale legs are on camera.
Yeah, I can fix that. Sorry. I raised it. Yeah, there we go. I tried to raise it so that it would work, but I was sitting here when I checked it, not over there.
Yeah.
So, my bad, everybody.
It's whatever. They can deal with my pale legs.
I mean, some people are into that. I think your legs are quite nice, but well, I'm your husband. I get it. So. I'm biased, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what we'll do is like the traditional, we'll play the intro, let Amy see the intro, if any intro that there happens to be, and then we can do the whole, what do you know about this game, blah, blah, blah. So I guess we can switch over at this point to the game itself as well. I'm not... I'll try that again. I'm not certain if this is a good position for us yet or not. But we will see once things start playing if that looks good or not. So also you can't hear the game yet, so I guess I'll do that so that you can. Ready?
Me?
Yeah,
yes.
Sure. Okay.
Marcus is here and says, what it do, family? Love up in here?
What's up, Marcus? Great to see you. Happy Friday. Yeah, we're about to get this thing kicked off. Hopefully.
There is love up in here.
Yeah, exactly. We were just talking about that. So for sure. Okay, we did it. Like I said, let's let any intro play for Amy. Wow, this thing is dusty as shit. If not, wow.
Yeah, well.
It's been a while since I've played a PS2 game, I guess. Get out of here. Jesus. Okay, there is no intro. It's just God of War. Let's check the options.
That guy's draw is very out there. He might want to get that checked on.
Yeah. All right. So, I guess while we're here, first of all, Amy, you can listen to some of the music and not me talking. And I guess for the beginning portion, we can kind of go like this, I guess.
He's moving us all around.
Well, just so that you can see all of this guy's body and face. Or head, I guess.
You really can't, but okay.
Well, you know what I mean. We were covering up a fair bit of it for the viewers. So now you can see, how sheen and shiny and stuff it is. So, yeah. Read those, and then I will...
Okay.
I'll talk to you about this.
Marcus says, yes, love. Glad to see you both smiling. Love to everyone in chat as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Marcus. That's really awesome.
Hob says...
Love right back at you, of course.
Right, of course. Hob says, my Monday to Thursday?
Slash Thursday.
Or slash Thursday D&D. DM kicked me randomly. And entire house has been sick with ear infections, strep, and bronchitis between the 6 of us.
No bueno.
And a chance to earn extra money fell through.
Jesus.
What the heck?
What a rough week. My God.
Not only has it been raining, but it's been pouring, and it's been, I don't know, sleeting as well.
Well, and we'll, for a second, skip over Erica and read what Hob says there.
He says, but you know me, I can't complain.
Well, Hob, that's nice to hear you say that after everything that you went through this week. Hopefully today can bring at least a bit of more of a smile to your face.
Yeah, or at least like
tonight.
Let you chill out a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now to Erica.
Erica says, so I don't know if you heard, but this really small indie game came out today called Pokemon Scarlet and Violet.
By a
Thanks,
small
Erica.
indie company that nobody's ever heard of before. That's hilarious. Have you played it? Do you, without spoilers, of course, for us and anybody else, but can you say, have you started and have you enjoyed it?
Right. Marcus says, I'm in an extra good mood because Teferi got a new card and he's stupid good.
Do you mean just the one from Brothers War? Because I'll tell you, if you didn't get a chance to watch our 4-kit opening video, you'll be quite pleased with the last kit, I assure you. So even if you just skip to that one, it was a long video. I totally understand. No pressure and no shame or shade if you don't have the time. I get it. But yeah, that video went pretty well for us with Teferi. It was pretty nice. So yeah. Have you been wrecking fools in arena with him? Because I know that's typically how it goes.
So how have you guys all been doing other than Hob? Because dear God.
Marcus says.
Marcus says Thomas's funeral was Saturday, but it was a day of celebration. There's a magic night tomorrow.
Hell yeah. That's
nice.
Really cool. That's really
Very
cool.
nice. Love to hear that, Marcus.
Yeah, for sure. And thank you for sharing it with us, as always.
Erica says, about 4 hours in, and just got my first gym badge, and I'm having a blast. I didn't look at anything except the typings of the starters, final evolutions,
right,
and just learning everything on the fly rocks.
Okay. Well, okay. I don't think this spoils anything for anybody, but of fire, water, grass, you don't have to say why, but of fire, water, grass, who'd you pick? And then while we're waiting for responses from folks and stuff and continuing to chat, because please do, Amy, for folks who are unaware of how we do things here on Video Games for All, despite the fact that right now we're live on Geek for All, it's a little confusing, but links in the description down below for all of our other channels, don't forget.
She says weed cat. Whatever that means.
It means she picked the grass type, which is a cat.
Right, alright. Also, anytime I play Pokemon, it's always on the fly. So, check those videos out.
There you go.
Video Games for All.
That's right.
Jayana is here and says, hey, my sunflowers.
What is up, Jayana? Happy Friday.
And then she says, hey, baby, heart and heart face.
Awesome.
To Marcus.
Yeah.
And hey, Erica. Heart.
You're all awesome people. I love this. So, for folks who are unaware of how we do things on Video Games for All, I take Amy through games that she has never experienced before, which is basically all of them. And so, Amy, what, if anything, this might be a little bit different than usual, what, if anything, do you know about God of War?
I know that you like this game.
Okay.
I believe you told me it was about Greek mythology.
I did tell you that only because you were of the incorrect assumption that it was about Norse mythology. Because we're not there yet. This is about Greek mythology.
Right.
Yes, correct. Okay. What
That's
else?
it.
That's it. Okay.
I suppose there's war in it.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, or just gods in it.
Okay. I mean, it's about
Or
Greek
like
mythology.
a
So.
dude with like a jaw problem. I mean, that's what I'm getting.
Wow. So to give anybody an indication of what we're going into this game with knowledge-wise.
I see some flames in the background, maybe.
It's true.
Or,
It's true.
you know, this is kind of an older game, so maybe it's just like a, you know, a computer screensaver for the desktop, you know, just like...
So you mentioned it is an older game. This game came out, I checked, in 2005.
Okay.
So this is from 05.
So, a year before we started dating.
Yes, that's true. That's true. This game is a year older than our relationship. Yeah, that's very true. Holy crap. Thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Usually you're the one that gets upset when I talk about it.
Well,
we flipped the script
you know,
that time.
why not?
All right.
Hobbs says, oh, I'm definitely going with grass. It actually fits my pattern of having one of each type as fave starter every 3 games.
Awesome.
Jayanna says, Marcus said he has played every game to Crying Laughing Faces
Okay.
of God of War.
Of God of War, nice.
Marcus says, and I can't wait for the new one.
Hell yeah.
Hobbs says, fire, water, grass, fire, water.
And grass.
Grass. Haven't played Gen 8 and 9, but I know which one I want.
Awesome. Okay. I respect that. I like that.
Cool.
All right. So there, I mean, if I remember correctly, there's a bit of story at the beginning here. So we'll get through the story, and then any messages that come in between now and then, Amy will be able to read those once we get into like the nitty gritty of the gameplay. Because there's not a lot of story, but there is some, and I want Amy to be able to experience that. So, how's the volume for you?
For me,
Yeah.
It's slightly on the quiet side.
Yeah. Same for me. There will be a little ding, everybody. Apologies, but I'm gonna up it to like here.
But how is the audio for all of you? Yes, that's good.
Okay.
Jayanna says, I have been wrapped in my Scarlet game since 12:01 a.m. LMAO. Oh my god.
Awesome. Well, you and Erica can chat about what you've done. I mean, maybe not in this chat if it contains spoilers, but
Yeah.
you know, otherwise, go off, do your thing.
Hobbs says, never had any interest whatsoever in God of War. In fact, a lot of what I know kind of turns me off. But you guys rock, so I'm hyped.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, no shame if you're like, yeah, this is definitely not for me. I completely understand. I mean,
Hey, I might be doing the exact same thing, Hob.
yeah, I mean, I highly doubt it just based on this game and like what I know of it. But yes, and we're always open to that. At least I am. Is that if Amy's like, ooh, no, then we just stop and go to something else. Like
Yeah.
there's no law about it, so let's just do whatever the hell I want.
That's how we do here. Erica says, same, Jayanna. I was playing Persona 5 all week and I utterly dropped it.
Amazing. All right, are you ready, Amy?
Yes.
New game. Okay, so here's the question, Amy.
Yes.
Do I go mortal easy difficulty, hero normal, Spartan hard, or god very hard?
Oh. Well, what do you typically do when you play this game?
I mean, almost always normal.
Normal?
Hero.
Okay.
Hero, normal.
So let's pick normal. I like the sound of normal.
Yeah, I think, like, for you to be able to experience the game and not just watch me hate every second of my life, normal is the way to go. And easy is, like, one, people are going to give me crap for it, and somewhat rightfully so. Whereas normal, like, presents a bit of a challenge so that at least there's, like, a possibility that, you know, I could die instead of just sitting there going like this the whole time and, like, not caring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think hero makes sense.
Easy might be a little boring.
Correct.
But I was ready for you to say, like, very hard. I love this game.
So,
and have me be like, well, but maybe normal is better.
I will say, based on my memory of this game and how I do playing it, normal is probably where I would want to live for sure. For sure.
That's what I was thinking.
There are certain games where I would say jump to very hard. Who the hell cares? This is probably not one of those games. So let's give it a try.
Fair enough.
The gods of Olympus have abandoned me. Now there is no hope.
And Kratos cast himself from the highest mountain in all of Greece. After 10 years of suffering, 10 years of endless nightmares, it would finally come to an end. Death would be his escape from madness.
Is he a god? Because I don't think that will kill him.
But it had not always been this way.
3 weeks earlier.
Kratos had once been a champion of the gods.
Foul beast! I will send you back to the depths of Hades!
So, Amy,
Yeah.
what do you think so far? The game will answer your questions.
Okay.
It will. This is not,
So-
like I told you, there's some story, it just,
Right. So
it gets
he's not a god, he's a champion of the gods. And seemingly all of them, because they haven't specified which.
Well, and
Just
he
keep
said
saying
at the
gods.
beginning, the gods of Olympus have abandoned me.
Right.
So he was referencing, it seems like he was referencing all of them, but at minimum, multiple of them.
I find this a bit interesting. I don't know. We have like skeleton pirates
Yeah, seemingly.
that are.
Uh-oh. Here they come. Jesus.
Or I guess they're not really skeletons. I guess they're more zombies.
Sort of, yeah. I don't know that it specifically defines them as such, but yeah, I mean, that's probably the closest allegory to it possible, yeah. Do anything in shadow I'm doing this.
Alright, what are these weapons that he's got?
He's got blades on chains.
Oh, okay, because it looked like he was holding a blade,
Yeah,
and then one is on a chain.
He's got one in each hand, and then he can kind of throw them, and then the chain is like on him, so he just grabs the chain and pulls it back. So like when he swings them, they like extend out like that. See?
Yeah.
So.
That is a lot more dangerous than I feel like they realize it would be, you know, like that he would just slice himself apart. But,
There we go. There we go.
let's see. Erica says, would you consider it a spoiler? Would you consider it a spoiler if I were to mention a really minor change that I really love in Scarlet Violet? It's just involving items.
Oh yeah, I would not. Amy, you tell me what your thoughts are.
Probably not. I'm sure I'll forget.
Well, yes, that too, and especially because, you know, we're many gens removed from that at this point, so yeah, I think it's fine.
That's why I say I'll forget. Like, by the time we get to it,
For sure.
It will never cross my mind.
So up in the top left, you can see where our health and our experience bar is. So our health is in green, and our experience bar is in red, which is kind of opposite from what other games do, right? Red, blood, heart, like typically red is the health meter, and then whatever other color they choose, blue, green, whatever, is experience, but not this time around. So. But oh god.
Oh, hello. What a cutie.
Jesus Christ. Ow.
Oh. Yeah,
What
eat
a
'em.
cutie. Hey, mate.
Eat 'em.
So it taught me how to block just in time to really need to block.
Making him bleed a lot. I don't like it.
You don't like it? He's making me bleed a lot.
Oh, is that your blood?
No. I mean, now it is. If I get hit, but that blood is significant.
No.
Press circle to initiate the mini-game when it appears above an enemy's head. So these are, what are they called? Quick action commands or something? Somebody else will put it in chat. But
Okay.
basically, I'm going to have to hit these buttons in the right order. Otherwise, we're going to have a bad time.
Ah.
So, dodge, hit. So if I press the right button, he does the cool thing. If I press the wrong button, bad things happen. So I stabbed it in the eye, and it went away. Sorry, Amy. She loved it.
I loved
I'm sorry. And so, ooh, power-up info. I should not have pressed start, I guess. Press X to funnel power orbs into your blades and magic. So you can see all the different things we have to choose from, but they're all currently locked, except our blades are called the Blades of Chaos.
Oh.
And the next upgrade we get, we need 1,500 orbs, and we currently have 173. But the next upgrade that we get gives us Rage of the Gods, greater damage, and new attacks.
Okay.
So all these red orbs that we pick up are help us with our attacks. Yeah. Did you... Oh, God. Press X to quickly leap back onto the ledge. Okay. I would like to do that. Thank you. Did you...
That's hilarious that you were able to fight that like gigantic thing, but then when you're just walking on a plank of wood, you fall.
Yep. Did you hear her mention this character's name, our character's name?
Kratos.
Correct. Yes, Kratos is his name. That's right.
Marcus says, fun God of War fact. Teal'c voices Kratos in the new games. Awesome. I fucking love Teal'c.
Oh, in the new games. So in like the Ragnarok and its immediate predecessor, the most
That's
recent.
awesome.
So not this game. The voice acting in this game is real good.
Stay away from me!
Okay, so he just locked himself in.
I know who you are, Spartan. I know what you've done. I would rather die than be saved by you.
So there you go, Amy. We are a Spartan.
Okay.
And he says he knows what we've done. And he'd rather die than be saved by us. Now, it said it before, but if I hold this button, I can open chests. And then get whatever happens to be inside. Use the right analog stick to evade. So I can go like this and like this to like dodge roll out of the way of attacks and stuff. And then anything breathe that's in my way, I'll just break it. Kick doors open. I don't give a damn. Oh god. It's harpies. Oh! I think I attacked people. Oh well. Sorry everybody. Oops. Oh! The harpies just pulled that man in half. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I did not.
Yeah,
Thankfully.
2 harpies had him from one end and then the other. And then just, yep, there you go. Are they going to do it? Yep, they tore him in half. See it that time?
Not really.
Oh,
I
God.
saw the blood.
No, save them. Save him. Damn it.
Okay, so it's just basically on a loop. Like, the harpies just do the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, well, because, you know, they only have a certain number of, like, style of attack. So, there's, like, people running around, and so, yeah. We got there. Alright, now where are we going? Oh, crap. That's bad. Ow. Ow. Come on. Ah, that's real bad.
Ooh. Eat him! Eat him!
Stop rooting against me.
Well, our enemy is cool.
Look, if you're gonna root against me every time we have a cool enemy, this game's gonna go very poorly for me.
Oh, well. Sorry about it.
Yeah, get him. Yes. Ow. Jesus. Get up. Move. Thank you. Damn it. Come on. By the way, there's more than one of these things if you haven't noticed.
Yeah. I just assumed it was like a hydra, and this was like one of its many heads.
That's definitely a possibility. I don't know if that's certainly what's happening, but yeah. Oh god, that's bad.
So Erica says, they made it so you can pick up items on the ground without stopping and doing an animation.
Oh, okay.
You can just tap A on them,
Nice.
pick them up, and keep moving.
Okay.
And then what, you just check them later?
Well, I mean, it'll tell you, like, you'll still get a dialogue box at the bottom saying, like, you got a super potion or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Amy, left door or right door?
Right door.
It has a chest that contains experience orbs.
Nice.
And this door has another chest that contains experience orbs.
Wow.
And then, what do I do now? Go back where I came from? That doesn't sound right. Wait. Did you just hear somebody screaming?
Yeah.
We don't go up there.
We're gonna need to get off this boat because it is going to capsize.
Oh yeah, there's
very
big holes in it now.
Yeah. Like it is filling with water.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, so we're done there. Is that correct? Is there something over there? There's another like hydra head up there.
Hobbs says you have to do things just right to pull off the gods abandoned me without it coming off like the goth kids from South Park. Amazing.
Yeah, sure. All right, do I go down the hole that he came from? Is that where I'm supposed to be going at this point? Because I'm not honestly sure. It's been a few years since I played this game, since I got it very shortly after it came out in 2005. I would say I'm not as big into Greek mythology as you are, but I do enjoy Greek mythology quite a bit.
Okay.
I mean, you know,
I would say you know more about it than I do.
Really?
Yeah.
It's probably from playing games like this. Do I die if I fall in here? I guess only one way to find out. But give me a sec. Do we have 1,500 yet? No, not even close. We have 474. All right. Oh, we don't die. Oh, thank God.
Let's go swimming.
It is what we're supposed to do. I was right. Okay. Not this way. Not this way. So we go this way.
Erica says, I'm kind of with Amy here, just a little guy. He's just a little guy. Oh, the hydra
The
head.
hydra thing, yeah. Well, thanks, everybody. I'm so glad everybody's on my side here.
She says, quick time events.
Yes,
or
thank you.
QTEs.
Correct, yes. Thank you. I knew it was in there somewhere. Like, I knew people would know what it actually was called.
Hobbs says, jump up the hydra's back.
I would love to. That's like I play my character that I've played in D&D ever since I started playing it is a monk, and that's 100% what I do. It's like, oh, it's a big thing. I'd like to climb onto its back and start punching in the back of the head repeatedly. Thanks.
Erica says, Sora. Get up on the hydra's back. I don't know what Sora means.
No, you don't. Not yet.
Okay, but you understand it.
I do.
Perfect. Then moving on.
Look what we're doing.
You're so good at balancing on things.
Thanks.
It worked really well last time.
Well, now I've got a little bit more confidence. Left or right? Left was towards the hydra.
Oh.
Because there's a hydra, like, harassing some dudes. Oh, now you get to see the background. I'm not looking at it, but you can look.
How many ships are there? This is a different ship.
Yeah, correct. It's a whole fleet. Oh, cutscene.
It's you! The visions, they were real! The gods came to me, told me their champion would come and rescue us from the Hydra. But you're too late! We're pinned down!
Pinned down?
Yeah. Because they're getting shot with these arrows.
Creatures, they came from nowhere. The ships are all destroyed. All hope is lost, Spartan. Even for you.
Shut up, dude.
Right in the back of the head. Even for you. Just dies right there.
The zombies were just like, shut up.
Step into the glowing light and press R2 to save the game. Hell yeah, I want to save. Slot 1? Again, like I said, oh, okay, wow, there's a lot of things here. From 2006, wow, last time I played this game, huh?
Wow.
Oh, wow, very hard. Hard mode, normal, very hard, and I'll replace the easy, where I'm at the end of the game, I suppose. Okay, save complete. Alright, so there's health over here, which I don't really need right now. There's also a box. Don't I use this? Yeah. Hold R2 and charge X to kick. So I can, like, move it to the side. And then go like, oh, okay, it's broken. And it reappears, thankfully. Yeah, I think if it gets hit too much, it breaks.
Oh, I see.
Because basically, once you get to the front, there's not much more protection for us.
Right.
Ow. I just got hit. The box. No, the box. Come on. Survive. No, it broke. Oh, right. It's not about protection. I need to use it to get up there.
Oh.
Because it's so high up.
So you need it even all the way till the end.
Correct, yeah.
Damn.
So that's why they tell you to kick it. Because if you kick it, then it doesn't get hit. Right? You like prevent it from getting hit. Because you kick it far enough away that it doesn't get hit.
Hobbs says, yes, that was the reference. You get an A+ and a gold star on your paper. Cat smile face.
Amazing.
Erica says, that is a Kingdom Hearts reference. You'll get several years from now, assumably.
Yeah, 100%. I love Kingdom Hearts. It's an amazing game. So for sure, that is that Amy will get that reference someday, no question.
Hobbs says, sorry, I got the first word wrong.
Oh god. Oh god. No, no, no. This is bad.
Shh. Don't tell her what it's from.
Too late. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Erica says Kratos or Kanchi from Mortal Kombat. The graphics let you decide. That's probably pretty funny, but I don't know Kanchi.
Well, you don't know more.
Or Quan Chi. One of those. Hobbs says, forget you. Read that, Amy. Nobody knows what it's from. I prefer Bo Raichu.
Oh, okay. That's from Mortal Kombat as well.
Just decided if I roll a monk in D&D, I'm going drunken master.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Sure. Wow.
Actually, Reptile and Raiden are my MK names.
That's MK's Mortal Kombat.
Wasn't Kratos a guest character in 9, which I haven't played? Battle is here and says, yo.
What's up, Battle? Happy Friday.
Nice to see you.
I forgot where I was looking to actually look at people that I'm talking to.
So what is a drunken master in D&D?
It's basically like if you're drunk and you're a monk, you get like bonus abilities and stuff. There was a Jackie Chan movie where he played a drunken master, and so like basically as you're like stumbling around drunk, that's how you're like evading attacks and like hitting people and stuff. Is as a drunken master, and so like you are better with your martial arts when inebriated.
That seems counterproductive
Wonder what we have to do. It's the door to the captain's quarters. It's locked tight. From the sound of things, this is where the women are trying to hide from the massacre. Oh god, it does not sound like they're succeeding. Holy crap.
How many women are there?
I do not know. Left analog stick plus square for a quick jab, or triangle for a long swipe. So basically, I can just do that and knock them off. Okay. Now what?
Yes, that seems counterproductive because then obviously when you are not drunk, you're not as good at martial arts.
Yes.
Which is a bit silly.
Got them all. Good, good, good.
Like, I understand wanting to still be good at martial arts when you're drunk, but...
Shit. No. No, grab him. Yeah! Nice! So I can grab as well and just throw them off, basically. Get out of here.
So Erica says, oh, I should tell you all how I legitimately almost died this morning.
Okay. Like, at first I was like, oh, yes, please tell us. And now I'm like, I mean, please still tell us, but also I'll be less enthusiastic about it, I suppose.
Yeah. Battle says, Jackie Chan, Legend of Drunken Master is my favorite Chan movie.
I've seen clips from it. It's very interesting.
He says it is a period movie.
Yeah.
Anthony
Oh.
says this means God of War 3 is on the horizon, right?
So interestingly, God of War 3 is the only God of War from the original trilogy that I have never played, so it better be on the horizon. I need to know how that game plays out. I'm very interested and excited. So yes, as long as Amy likes this game, it is.
Yeah, I'm liking it fine so far.
Yeah.
So thanks for being here, Ant. It's nice to see you.
As always. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay. Hobbs says, oof, that's a colonoscopy you don't want. Is there a colonoscopy you do want?
I mean, hey, if it's for preventative health purposes, then yes, there are absolutely things. Hey, look, I have acquired a Gorgon Eye.
Oh.
Collect 5 more to increase my overall health.
Yeah, because I mean, you can't have a Gorgon Eye without 5 more Gorgon Eyes.
6 is the magic number, I suppose.
I guess.
Alright, so now we're up to level 2, but we still don't have 1500, so let's go back and go through here. Oh, look.
Oh.
It's time.
What is
Ready?
that thing?
You'll see.
Lord Poseidon. Kratos, before you reach Athens, there is a task you must complete. This beast, this hydra, it has terrorized my seas for far too long. Your skills are admirable, but you will need assistance. You will need the power of the gods. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take this power and use it to defeat your enemies.
And so we have acquired Poseidon's Rage.
Okay, because it just looked like lightning.
Go with the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
Select Poseidon's Rage by pressing the right directional button. Press L2 to activate the attack. Now, because we have just attained it, it's on our list. And if we have 1,650 orbs, we could power it up, which would give us a bigger damage area, more power, and a spin attack, which doesn't mean anything to you yet because you haven't seen it. But if we go like this, and then activate it, that's what it looks like.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Come on, come on.
Hobbs says, a reference to the move on the rigging, since it'll be a few minutes before you get here, when he is talking about the colonoscopy.
Gotcha, yeah.
Ant says, stop. What? So good.
Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it for sure. For sure.
Count me in for the reaction stream.
Hell yeah.
/ first time playthrough of God of War 3.
Absolutely. Like I said, I'm really, really looking forward to it.
He says also, hi, happy to be here. Smile.
Good. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, always.
Okay, so we're here is where we're saving. Perfect. Okay.
Erica says, so I was sleeping sitting up
Oh,
because I had a back issue.
okay.
Laying down makes it sore. And I suddenly woke up and my heart was beating a mile a minute and so hard it felt like it would break through my chest.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's rough. By the way, this chest had blue orbs in it because, if you look, we now have a blue meter, which is magic for our magical abilities like Poseidon's Rage.
Were you dreaming? Did you have like a bad dream that made your heart race?
Cutscene.
Get them away from the ship! Why won't they die? It's the giant one! He keeps healing the others!
He keeps healing the others.
No, God! We'll never get out of here! Doomed! We're doomed! We're all...
Run away from it. Yeah.
He's got the key. There's the big one.
Poseidon, save me.
Yay!
Uh-oh, he's gonna start cutting heads off a hydra. This is gonna go well.
So he said the big one is healing the smaller ones.
Yeah.
And that's why they won't die. But also, the key that we need is now inside of the big one.
Exactly.
Which is just great. Oh god, it's pulling me in. Oh god, no. Don't do that. Bad hydra. No, jump. Damn it. Oh god, no! Roll away! We're good.
Okay. Alex is here and says, hey, hello guys, finally caught you live.
Awesome!
Nice to see you, Alex.
What's up? Happy to have you.
Yes.
Oh god.
Woo. Battle says, time for Blood Bowl, all snotlings.
Okay. So Blood Bowl, if you recall, I was saying is the like football themed Warhammer 40k,
Okay.
which in general is its own thing, but also just came out in Magic as well.
Okay. Nice. Hog says the gameplay actually looks really fun so far. I just ... really don't want to play someone who looks like Kratos? Question mark.
Okay.
Battle says my team is the piggy bankers. We buy on the cheap. Start small and pig.
Amazing. Oh god.
That is amazing. I love that. And then there's a little picture of a pig that he put.
Oh shit. Okay. So we gotta do that later. That's not for now. Oh. Okay. So I am gonna go try to find some health because I am very low. And that's not ideal. Ow. Rude. Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to go up there yet. Jesus. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I think I might have to restart. This is rough, man. Oh, there's health. Thanks, game. I need to find some health. Immediately finds health. Thanks.
It wasn't that immediate.
Pretty damn close.
Eric
No.
I have no idea. I did some Googling and apparently sugar and caffeine before bed can cause it.
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
there it is. Okay, so Amy, this is the thing. Eventually, this will get back up. And that's bad, because we want to kill it. So, we climb up here, go like this, and spear it to the deck. Because there was a hook on the bottom of it. And so now, it's trapped. Bye. Ow. Rude. Ow. Big fan of that.
Yeah, Erica, I mean, sugar and caffeine, not before bed, does that to me when I'm awake, so I would probably assume it would do the same thing if I was sleeping. But that doesn't mean that you would know that if it doesn't do that to you when you're awake, right?
Sure.
So I guess that makes sense.
Alright, here we go. Both of the smaller ones are dead, or At least
They're
incapacitated, yeah. So we run up, and look at this boy. So big and scary. Oh god. Speaking of scary, don't fall off. Oh god. No, stop it. Knock me off.
Battle says streaming on Steam. And Hob says, I feel like my heart is going to explode if I take the tiniest sip of regular Coke.
Okay. Some people just cannot do caffeine. I respect that.
Yeah.
I've just never needed to. It's not that I can't. I just don't need it.
I will have an anxiety attack if I have too much caffeine. I can have some, but I don't know where that threshold is. And I have had anxiety attacks while drinking coffee, like behind the wheel, and it was very dangerous and scary.
Yeah, that's not
I
okay.
don't want that to happen again.
For sure.
I just don't.
That's a good goal in life, yeah.
Yeah, right? I mean,
Don't think that's too much to ask, right?
I'd like that to be like an everyday thing. Erica says, man, Hob, I have 4 or more every day. The like sweating, laughing face.
It truly affects different people differently. I mean, I had my roommate in college, in my senior year of college, got caffeine headaches if he didn't have like his first like 2 to 3 cups in the morning. Meanwhile, I went through all of college and all of law school without needing it. I had some, but it was not on any kind of a regular basis. I mean, if I had 10 cups of coffee the entire time that I was in college, it was a lot.
Yeah.
All 4 years.
Right.
That was really a lot.
Same here.
Yeah.
Alex says, I'll be lurking as I'm in bed, about to fall asleep.
Fair enough.
Great to see you guys.
Yeah.
Great to see you too.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you very much.
Oh shit. Okay, here we go.
And we will see you next time. And we
balls.
might see you a couple times.
No.
If you don't fall asleep or whatever. Erica says bye, Alex.
Okay.
And Battle says, looks like the player base is out for Friday night. I might have to do minis.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
Nothing wrong with minis. In fact, I don't know that this will work for... Oh, God. I fell. I don't know that this will work for any of our viewers, but I know that our sponsor store, Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York, shout-outs to them, who sponsor us for the pre-releases for Magic the Gathering, they are this weekend at a miniatures convention in Long Island, on Long Island, New York. So, all right, here we go. Let's see if we can do this. Yes. Cracked it. No! Stop that. Yeah, this takes a bit. Oh god, stop doing that.
Oh. I can't even watch when it's like that.
It knows it. Ah! Uncool.
Erica says, I get awful caffeine withdrawal if I go about 8 hours without a soda. But usually when that happens, I way overcompensate and give myself caffeine poisoning.
Sure.
Wow. That is actually terrifying to me as someone who doesn't do caffeine. Battle says, should I do Lord of the Rings, Warhammer 40k, Kill Team, or Blood Bowl, or Age of Sigmar?
Ooh. I mean, Blood Bowl sounds interesting to me, but otherwise Lord of the Rings for sure.
And Hob says, man, monster screams that sound like they have a human voice as a base under all that processing
Yes.
are really, really unnerving.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because it feels like it's yelling at you. It's like, no, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. There we go.
That's what should make you not want to kill it, right? You should just be like, oh, there's a human under there.
No, go, go, go. Get it. Get it.
And then you love
Yes.
him as much as I do, and then you don't kill the hydra.
Sorry, can't help you. Gotta do it. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, by the way, it has lost, like, no health. Its health bar is in the middle. It still has the same amount of health now as it did before. But, you know. Oh, balls. I kind of hit it. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay.
Erica says, so basically I have to have a soda every 3 to 4 hours
Shit.
or I disintegrate.
Oh no. I did not mean to jump down, but also, yeah, that's not great. Okay. Oh god.
Says,
Come on.
you do you, Erica, but that sounds like maybe a detox would be healthy.
That would be, well, that would be rough. I imagine that would be rough. For me.
Yeah. I mean, I'm certainly not one to talk about healthy life choices, but we want you here.
Oh god. Ah, I went the wrong way. That was good. Come on. I went right to it again. And I cannot read where this thing's going to attack from. Come on. Fight. You. Yes. Keep coming. It's working. Sort of. Kind of. Right? Come on. Okay. Yes! Get him! Do it! Am I supposed to be... Okay. Here we go. Come on, baby! Oh, tearing his eye out.
Oh.
Yep. But then also... Come on! There it is.
No.
And now, I am the villain in Amy's eyes.
Yep. Her monster.
Did you hear him?
Oh, he's still alive in there.
Help me! God!
Why are there cobwebs in here?
I think it's just supposed to be like spittle.
Oh.
Thank you! Thank the gods you came back for me!
Are you gonna drop him in there?
I didn't come back for you.
This dude is such a prick.
You've acquired the key of the captain! We did it! Bye! By the way, also, you can just do this and like see the blood coming off of it as you like slice it. Anyway, take a nut. Oh. Ah, nice. Hell yeah. Okay.
Oh, it was just showing you that platform?
Because it's how we get health and other stuff, and how we get back down to where we need to be to get to the women in that room.
Gotcha.
So first, we get another Gorgon Eye.
Yay.
4 more to increase our overall health. And then this would fill us back up to full, but I think we're already there. And then we go over here and jump. Oh, no. Go like that.
That's cool.
Slide down. Perfect. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's save the game just because we just beat a boss.
And then murdered a man?
Yeah. Don't forget that guy.
I won't.
Okay. Do we have to go this way? I think we do, right? That's why bugs over here. You guys still cowering? Oh, that's why. I was like, why are you guys still cowering back here?
Battle says, okay, I got Blood Bowl, Lizard Men,
Okay.
Skaven, Orcs, Wood Elves, Snotlings, Ogres, Dwarves, Chaos.
Bless you. God, my goodness, God bless you. Alright.
Harlingen and Dark Elves.
Oh, am I supposed... Is that what we're picking among? I mean, Snotlings are hilarious. Or at least sound hilarious to me. But if you have a pick, you want to go for it.
I mean, I don't know what that is.
Neither do I,
This
but...
is what I just sneezed into my sweater.
Gross. Oh, God damn you.
I'm
Nicely
messing with
done.
you.
Nicely done.
Hobbs says, you know, every so often I see Skaven and Lizardmen and think, I want to get into Warhammer. Then I see the price tag and go, I'm good, thanks.
Yup.
Battle says, Harlingen LOL equals halflings.
Gotcha.
Hobbs says, man, that didn't come back for you. Moment felt like it was trying too hard.
Yeah, I mean, he's supposed to be a badass, right? So.
I mean, he's bad. I don't know. Well, he's also an ass.
Ha! Well, there you go.
He did it.
All right, so there's the key. Open the door. And in we go. Now, we heard the ladies screaming and pounding on the door, but I don't see them.
But they ain't there. Hello.
This is a very extensive ship.
Oh, nice.
They're dead. Amazing. And that's what we look like.
Slaughtered like animals, the victims lay before him, a reminder of his own past, a past he could never escape. His only solace was the sea, endlessly sailing from one harbor to the next in service to the gods of Olympus. All his hopes rested with them. For no matter how much wine he consumed or how many women he took to his bed, nothing on earth could rid him of the horrors that plagued his mind.
Yeah. That's kind of what happens.
Athena.
10 years, Athena. I have faithfully served the gods for 10 years. When will you relieve me of these nightmares?
We request one final task of you, Kratos. Your greatest challenge awaits in Athens, where even now my brother Ares lays siege as we speak. Athens is on the verge of destruction. It is the will of Ares my great city fall. Zeus has forbidden the gods from waging war on each other. That is why it must be you, Kratos. Only a mortal trained by a god has a chance at defeating Ares.
And if I am able to do this, to kill a god, then the visions, they will end?
Complete this final task, and the past that consumes you will be forgiven. Have faith, Kratos. The gods do not forget those who come to their aid.
Leaving the rotting carcass of the hydra behind, Kratos set sail once more. His greatest challenge and freedom from his growing madness lay before him in the ancient city of Athens.
Why did they call it an ancient city? I mean, it is ancient, but it's ancient to us. It wouldn't be ancient to him. To him, it would just be a city.
And so now you get to see kind of one of the things that made this game so iconic for certain people when it first came out.
There's boobies.
That's part of it. The other part is
stay, Kratos. Just a bit longer.
Does it let me?
Come back to bed, Kratos.
Does it? I don't remember. Yes, it does.
Seriously?
Don't go.
Oh, I messed it up. I messed up the minigame. The quick time events. Sorry. I didn't really want to do this twice, I promise. I'm so sorry. I just want to show you that it exists.
I didn't want to do it once.
And you get so much experience for that. Okay, time to go! Sorry, everybody. I'm really, truly sorry. It exists in the game. I wanted to show you that it exists in the game. And now we can move on. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it was worth it for the experience.
Yes, that's 100% why. There's no other reason why anybody would play that. Except to get the experience. Whoops, wrong thing. Okay, yeah, we can use the magic for sure. Thank you. You can reach out while I mill around a bit.
Battle says autocorrect. Okay, so Harlingen
Is
is what it changed halflings to.
The Gates of Athens.
Pretty dark.
It's pretty dope as well.
Destroy Ares, and the gods will forgive you your past.
Okay. So... this way. Oh, good. So these are new enemies, or different enemies, slightly, because they're basically the enemies that we fought before, but these have armor and different attacks, as you can see as well.
Okay, so us as a mortal, I understand we're Spartans.
And trained by the gods.
And trained by the gods. Sure. And have like the rage of Poseidon.
Right now, yeah.
And some pretty cool weapons, right?
Yes.
But how are we as just one dude supposed to come in here and kill all of these zombies as well as literally the god of war?
Yep. Well, it didn't say we had to... Oh, yes, he did say kill a god. You're right. Because she just said stop Ares. But he said, if I can do this, if I can kill a god. So, yes, you're right. So, these enemies, because they are armored, cannot be grabbed. This fight sucks, by the way. But once you get them to a certain point, you can grab them and then stab them and that's how you kill them. This.
Let's see. Yeah, I thought Harlingen was just like what they called halflings, but no, just autocorrect.
Gotcha.
See, Holland says, playing this in background while I'm playing LNA Manager on the original PlayStation.
Interesting. I do not know that I'm familiar with that game.
Hobb says, Amy, get out of my head, Ari badass.
That he's bad and an ass.
Right. Erica says, I'm gonna lurk for a bit, I'll be back soon. Then Hobb says, man, that narrator voice sounds familiar. And then Erica says, also, breasts.
Yeah, that did happen.
Battle says, snotlings, fun hoppa, stilton runna, fungus flinga,
Wow.
and pump wagon.
Wow.
Great point about the city, Amy. Nice. What the? No problem.
So up we go. Okay. Yeah, it's like free stuff up here. That's good. I need the health. Those enemies were very annoying. I'm not a fan. Oh!
Run! Run! The beasts have taken Athens!
Ah! There they are. their minotaur.
Look out! No! No! Stay away from me!
Now we get to fight the minotaurs. Whoops, I pressed the wrong
Don't
button.
send a bunch of nerds to do a Spartan's job.
Nice.
Just saying.
Oh,
Athenians were great.
press circle rapidly to kill the minotaur. Killing the minotaur this way will always yield health. So you go like this, and then as he tries to stop you, just slowly put the blade in his mouth. Bye. Oh my god.
Hobbs says, it's not the adult fun time that makes me uncomfortable per se. It's the gratuity of it and the fact that, again, it's being try-hard.
Yeah, and like I said, I think that aspect of it is very much like, oh, we need to sell this game. What are we going to do? How about a sex minigame? That literally had to be the selling point for the game creators. Had to be. It's like, how are we going to get young boys to want to buy the game? How about a sex minigame? That's like scandalous, right? Also, maybe they were going for outrage marketing, right?
Hobbs says, like, mature themes don't mean a damn if you don't handle them in a mature way.
Correct.
See, Howland says, it's a football/soccer manager game.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So the Minotaur are dead.
Hobbs says, that's not to say you can't have mindless fun once in a while.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in things that go hard R for no other reason than just to go hard R
Yeah.
or hard N in this case.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it truly feels like, how are we going to, like, that they didn't have faith that this game would sell.
Right.
Reinforcements arrived! Ares has brought these beasts to Athens! Without help, the city will fall!
Gates destroyed! You'll have to fight another way.
Well, I'm so glad you were focused on the fact that the gate was destroyed and not on the fact
Oh,
that you
shit.
were gonna be killed.
Ow, really? Oh, balls.
Who's this guy?
Just a big friend, you know?
Awesome.
He's awesome?
Look at him.
I told
Look at
you.
his butt cheeks.
Yeah, he does have very visible butt cheeks, doesn't he?
Battle says, fun hoppa, done.
Oh, no, I pressed the wrong... God damn it. Get him, get him!
Good, because if you were waiting for us to choose from all of those different ones, I didn't even know what half of any of those were. So, and when I say half, I mean like literally any of them. So,
You've collected enough orbs to power up your weapons. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, we're at 1574. So you know what that means. So this is how the powering up works.
wow, this is like very similar to the last game.
Eternal Darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has like that same sort of sound when it goes down as like the whispers that you hear
Yes.
when they're doing the spells.
And the character models are very similar. That guy that we dropped down the hole looked exactly like the character models from that game. For sure. For sure. Okay, Blades of Chaos, level 2, new moves. We have Apollo's Ascension, which is L1 and X. Apollo's Offensive, which is L1 and X, but in the air. Hermes Rush is R1. Hermes Stomp is in the air, R1. And a new ability, Rage of the Gods. When the meter is filled, so that meter will now be on our screen. When the meter is filled, we press L3 and R3 to activate it. And so we'll see what that means when we get there. But now we are level 2, and it is green.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
I'm not going to do Rage of the Gods yet, but every time the meter fills, we will hear that prompt from Athena. Let the Rage of the Gods drive your blades, Kratos. Ow. Wow. He, like, flung me very far.
The other thing that's similar to Eternal Darkness is that like semicircle or that like arc thing, like filling and
Sure.
stuff like that reminds me a lot of the like arc thing with the skulls. And
Sure.
It's
Shit.
It's aesthetically similar.
Yeah. Did you see how I killed these guys? Or how you kill these guys? Like the quick time event for killing? I'll show you this. Hopefully I don't just die. Oh, he's just dead. Okay. But that's fine. That's because I messed up his quick time event. So you punch him in the crotch. Anyway.
He doesn't like you.
Yeah, I don't like him either. Alright, try it again.
I like him a lot.
It's back. Hit him. Right through there. He's dead. Can I get in there? No? Fine.
Yeah, you're always killing the thing I like.
Like I said, if you're going to be upset every time I kill a cool enemy, you're going to be sorely disappointed. Now, look at this thing. It flashes back and forth between health and magic. So if I needed either of those, I would, but I don't. So I'm just going to go over here and get experience instead.
Yay.
Okay.
What did it look like it went from full to tiny?
Which one? The thing on the right?
Experience.
Oh, the experience. Yeah, some of them are small, some of them are big. I don't quite know why. Through the gate, you see a bridge that leads to Athens, but the gate has been damaged beyond repair. It will never function again. There must be another way to get around and onto the bridge, so that's why we go this way. Okay, so I don't need health right now. We're like slightly down, but not enough for me to open that chest. Okay, so now we're seeing this from above, which is a very odd angle for it, but here we are. Is there something over here?
It's a labyrinth.
Kind of.
Get it? Because we
they
were
were
fighting
minotaur.
minotaurs.
Yeah, I do get it. Oh, in fact, here, so yup. There we go. So there were boxes at the bottom, so you can break the boxes to drop the rest of it down. Like this. Okay. And that means there's the exit.
Ah. Okay. That's a little weird, but okay.
It's a little weird. Okay, so how do we...
Hub says, think I'm going to play some 3DS Skylanders while I watch this.
Hell yeah.
Eternal Darkness was far from charming for all its jank. It rarely felt like it was trying to be edgy or edginess for edginess' sake.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah, I think it played itself perfectly seriously. Because I think it took itself perfectly seriously.
Yeah, I liked it.
So did I. I mean, obviously, I love it.
Hub says, this feels far more polished, but I find myself rooting for the baddies.
Yeah, and that's perfectly fine too. Because again, it launched the franchise, right? So what it did to get it to the point where it's at now, some people would say, and I'm not necessarily saying that anybody should agree or disagree, but some people would say that the ends justified the means, and that like, whoops, I probably should. And that you know, to get it to where it is now, it was worth going through this, which, if it didn't sell well enough, would not have gone, you know, gotten you to 2 or 3. So, look at you. Thank you.
Battle says, a fun hoppa is a snotling bouncing on a fungus ball. Like a hoppity, like a hippity hop.
Amazing.
Or a hoppity hop.
Amazing.
Like a hoppity hop.
Oh, son of a bitch. I gotta do this all over again. Platforming!
I need help.
Let's try this again. Sorry, everybody. I'll try to be better. Go, go, go. So, Amy, what do you think so far?
I think that I like all the enemies. I don't like Kratos. Athena's cool, but the fact that she likes Kratos is, you know, maybe not the best.
Questionable at best.
Yeah. And then, you know, I mean, I don't appreciate that Ares, or, yeah, is it Ares? Ares is coming through and killing all the Athenians. That's kind of fucked up.
Okay.
But you know.
Oh.
An Ares gotta be an Ares, you know.
Hey, look! Another thing. You recognize it?
I missed it, kind of, I guess. They showed it too quickly.
See it?
Yeah.
So what is it?
It's another one of them doorways. We're gonna get another power from another god.
I guess so. Do we need either of these? No? So here we go.
This one looks all flamey.
Aphrodite.
Kratos, the gods are pleased with your progress, but your current skills will not be enough to defeat the minions of Ares.
Why does your face
I
look like
offer
the
you
V for
the
Vendetta
power to
mask?
freeze your enemies where they stand. But you must earn such a gift.
Breasts again.
Medusa, the queen of the Gorgons. Bring me her head,
awesome.
Kratos, and I will give you the ability to wield its power.
Just like, he puts the blade in his hand. He's ready.
Why is she just there? He
Medusa?
doesn't even have to go and find her. She's just there.
Get out of the way. Stop it. So basically, obviously, if I stay in that green beam too long, I get turned to stone. Because, you know, it's Medusa.
Medusa's awesome.
Oh. So, I have to, like, dodge out of the way. As otherwise, she will slowly turn into stone. Hold on.
Hub says, I miss platforms. I can almost hear Chaturga when you get the RES orbs.
Oh, the red one.
Okay.
Ah!
Right? Yeah, it sounds like that whispering.
Yeah. Well, but also red for Chaturga, right? So red, green, blue again.
Yeah.
Stop it. Ah, scatter. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Ready? Rotate the left analog stick to match the pattern displayed above Medusa's head. Ripped her head off. You have acquired Medusa's gaze.
Freeze and destroy them all with Medusa's gaze, and the power of the Gorgon will be yours.
So, hold down L2 to aim Medusa's gaze while pressing square to fire. Freeze and smash all Minotaur to progress. Shit. Damn it, man. So bad. Ow. Ow. Rude. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Come on, man.
I feel like once Medusa's head has been cut off of her body,
It doesn't work.
yeah, I assume the gaze is like, has a very, very limited time of still possibly working on anything, let alone working at all.
Oh, shit. Got it.
Go with the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
It was very difficult to hear. But thanks, I guess. Let's get some health.
Her mouth was also very awkward.
Yeah. She's Aphrodite. She's beautiful.
Awkward mouth.
Oh, shit.
She looks like the V for Vendetta mask.
Oh, God.
Hob says, I turned to stone when you were gone. I turned to stone with little music notes because
Nice.
I assume I'm supposed to sing that, but I don't know the song.
I'm not familiar with the song either, but definitely let us know who it is or where it's from.
Hub says nobody uses Medusa anymore. We need more Medusa in our lives. A real sassy and charming one.
All right, here we go. Up the ladder. He did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I was Medusa for Halloween last year.
that's true. Oh look, it's a arbalist, right? Is that how you pronounce it, or a ballista? I think it's just called an arbalist because it shoots arrows. It is ready to be used again if we want. Let me save the game.
Battle says, I declare the stilty runner a crap model.
Okay.
Or modal? Model or modal? Hobbs says the song is by Elo? Or ELO.
Oh, okay.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so let's see if we can spin this to the left now. We can. Because I think it does something here. There is a crack in the wall. So I'm curious. Sure does.
Okay.
It sure does. We got a phoenix feather.
Oh, wow.
Collect 5 more to increase our overall magic.
Fine.
So we have Gorgon's eyes for health and phoenix feathers for magic. I'm actually curious. I don't think we have to do this again, but just to be safe. Let's check. We did not have to. Okay. So, what's down this hall? We have a ladder. And a ladder.
Okay.
And what about this? Nothing? No. Okay. Well. Alright, so ladder to the left that goes down, or ladder to the right that goes up?
Let's go up.
You got it.
Always looking up.
Ooh.
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Beautiful moon.
Alright. Oh. Well, can only admire it for so long, right? Ow. Ow. Yes, get him. Get them all. Ow. Got him. Oh god. Yet? No? What about now? There we go. Jesus. It took so much to kill him. Okay. Oh, nope. There's another ladder. Oh, and now we just climb the wall. Could you not? I love doing that. That's so fun. Okay. See, so now, position yourself next to the edge of the wall and press X to jump. So we go like this, we go like this, and then we jump across to this one. Climb up more. You can see the city in the background being utterly destroyed.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Circle plus the left analog stick for wall grab. I've been doing that this whole time. It's so fun. Okay. No, get off of me. Thank you. Oh.
Diamaz is here and says, friends, hello.
What's up, Diamaz? Happy Friday.
Battle says the fungus flings is a great model, however.
Okay, that's good.
DMA says good night. Is this the first one or second one?
This is the first episode of this is the first stream of God of War.
Yeah. And it's also the first game of God of War.
Correct. Sorry, yes. That's actually a very good point.
Regardless of what you meant by that question, we've answered both.
Yeah, there you go. I did not think of it that way, so thank you.
Battle says, Turn to Stone is excellent. The one-man band cover is also excellent. Sorry, Fungus Flinga. TMA says, oh, okay, I never saw the first.
Well, there you go.
God of War.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Amy's getting me mad.
Why is he doing this? Oh, no. Why would she do that?
Because now I can get to that ladder.
Fuck this guy.
I told you she'd be
I
mad.
hate him.
Because now I can get up there. Means to an end, Amy. Kratos is like the king of means to an end, I feel like.
He's the king of being an A1 fucking jerk is what he is.
Oh god, it's another Medusa. Or I should say it's another Gorgon. Medusa is her own person. No, there's like no space here. Stop it.
Tiamat says, I won't be talking much because I'm getting dinner ready.
Oh, okay.
But I'm around.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. What are you having for dinner?
Yeah, let us know. Amy always wants to know what people are having for dinner. I'm jealous. I'm pretty hungry.
I am too.
Right?
I felt so full when we were done with dinner, and it wasn't that long ago, but for whatever reason, I guess it was filling in the moment, but it wasn't a lasting filling feeling.
Decapitating Medusa will always yield magic orbs, which makes sense, since her ability gives what costs magic to use. Stop it. Yes. Decapitate her again. Nope, never mind. Just killed her. Okay.
Hab says ELO is my 5th favorite band.
Ooh, okay.
Cool. Then what are your first 4?
That's a damn good question.
Battle says snotlings are itty bitty.
Okay. That makes sense, just based on their names.
Yeah.
That sounds right to me.
Yeah. They sound cute. DMA says chicken and rice.
Okay. Sounds great.
Yeah.
I'm destroying comms too.
It's like a good comfort food kind of thing for me. I assume. Or like chicken, beans, and rice. It's like, yeah. With some seasonings, maybe a little butter in there. Butter for me. I don't eat regular butter, but fake one. But yeah.
There we go. Headbutt him. And then kill him. Just give me some.
Like some adobo in there. It's the best.
Holy crap. Why are there Medusa here now? Or Gorgons? Crap. Stop it.
I have yet to do my Veraska cosplay that I have wanted to do for years at this point. Veraska's a little bit more complex, though.
Shoutouts to
than some of the
Tarmocat.
other ones.
Tarmocat does an incredible Velasquez cosplay.
Yeah.
Ouch. Stop it. Really? Can I? No. Oh, I'm stoned and dead. She turned me to stone and then the other guy broke me. Restart from the last checkpoint. Cool. These are tough fights, man. I'm glad I only chose normal, huh? As you saw from my save files, I have played this game on very hard or whatever, but...
Hub says 1, Weird Al.
Hell yeah.
2, Rush.
Ooh, okay.
My dad loved Rush.
Yeah, you're not Big Rush.
I'm not. I just don't like the lead singer's voice.
Just that.
I like the music
Yeah.
a lot. I
the-
just don't
yeah,
like the lead singer's voice. Something about it is grating to me. 3, the Beatles. Yeah, I feel like the Beatles are kind of like on everybody's list.
Or at least
right?
should be, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then 4 is Lemon Demon or Neil Cicerega.
Oh, hell yes. Okay.
We love him.
Sure. God, Mouth Dreams is so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It really is. And of course we love Weird Al as well.
Yeah, I've been a Weird Al fan for many, many years. It's
So
interesting though. I would not have put him on like the top like on my list of like favorite bands or like artists. But maybe I should. Like, there's no reason why I shouldn't.
Right.
It's just not something that I ever really, considered.
You have like a couple of albums of his, don't you?
I do. So, yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Battle says 3 models assembled. Taking a break. Ooh, Rush. Yes, I like them. Back to online.
Nice.
Nice battle. Nice.
Oh god, run away. Dodge it.
Yeah, I hurt my arm the other day,
Oh, is it bothering you again?
and it was great until I just moved it just right, just now. And I keep saying just, but it that really hurt me just now. But you guys will probably see it where I just did it in the footage. Battle says my favorite Rush song is Tour and the Snow Dog.
Oh, okay. I'm not familiar.
No, me neither.
Okay. So, Amy, I had to destroy more columns, but you didn't see, so it's fine. These always look like this.
Yeah. Well, destroying columns is a little less worrisome than destroying
Just
statues.
giant statues, yeah.
Of, important people. There are a lot of columns. But I will say these are drastically different in style than the columns behind us at the moment.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, Doric style are much more prevalent, which are these on the right and the ones that you broke.
Okay.
These behind
The circular
are
ones? Or
not
cylindrical
what
ones?
I believe is common for Athens.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that, but I don't think I am. Hob says, I do like Owl's originals / style parodies / prestigious.
Yeah, pastiches.
More than the straight parodies. I met Al at a 2016 concert.
That's awesome.
That's very cool. I got VIP meet and greet tickets.
Amazing.
And I totally choked.
Oh no.
He was super nice though.
What do you mean you totally choked?
He was starstruck.
I don't blame you. That's really cool. Yeah, he seems like such a great guy.
Yeah.
Just from like interviews and stuff. Like, have you seen the movie yet? No spoilers, but have you seen it and did you like it?
Battle says, or I'm sorry. Battle says, Tobes of Hades lit.
Okay.
Or is it Tobies of Hades lit? Hob says, my favorite Rush song is Animate, Limelight, Ghost of a Chance, and Red Sector A.
Okay.
Battle says Limelight video is that Vitor at the start. Limelight video. Is that Vitor at the start? LOL. Dave Mann is here and says, Heart, looking in.
What's up, Dave?
Nice to see you.
How's your stream been? I
Yeah.
assume you're still streaming, but maybe not. I know you weren't feeling so hot necessarily, so
Oh, yeah.
hope you're feeling better.
Keep us updated on that.
For sure.
Battle says German Shepherd in front of Le Studio. And Hobbs says, Ha, I got that joke. Pell. Pell? I have no idea what you guys are talking about, so I'm doing my best reading here. I'm not getting any of this. Battle says, Tobies of Hades lit by flickering torchlight.
Okay. So we're good there. We don't need that. What's happening here? Oh, this door is trying to be opened by someone big and scary, most likely.
Okay.
Oh, and we can open this door from the other side.
Battle says Limelight video.
Oh. Am I not? Okay. I was like, am I not able to move? I tried. It wasn't working. Something is behind the door, but it seems to be reinforced. There must be another way to break it down. Do you know what it is?
Reinforced?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't look reinforced.
From the other side. But anyway, if only there was a gigantic weapon that we could use to knock the door down.
Nah. Hobbs says, I did not see the Owl movie, but I did listen to what I assume is the end credits
Okay.
song.
Alright, now I think this works, by the way. It sure does. That guy's very dead. Next. Kill him. That's 2. Keep going. Just less fighting for me to have to do. I'm just gonna...
That was also a beautiful door that you destroyed.
I sure did.
So I'd like to keep a tally of all the things that you destroy in this game,
Oh,
and
good
I
luck.
want you to fix
I
them.
don't think we have enough paper in the apartment. To be fair, we have a lot of paper in this apartment. Still don't think it's enough. Alright, look at all these dead guys.
Yeah.
It's a little gross.
Yeah.
Okay. So we came from there. Yeah. Okay, and so then we go down. Is that correct? I think we just go down. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
You go down the ladder pretty quickly.
Yeah,
At least
which
you're
is
good for that.
yeah. Ooh. Okay. So here's the other side of that broken gate.
Yeah.
Look at this. I love this, man. Like, I know it's 2005, but like, look at how gorgeous that looks.
Yeah.
The colors, the rendering and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's beautiful.
Do not fear, Kratos. I am the Oracle of Athens, here to help you defeat Ares.
Also topless.
She's got like
Find my temple to the east,
like a
and I will show
fabric
you how to
over them.
murder a god.
Oh yeah.
it's just see through, I guess.
She said, "Find my temple to the east, and I'll show you how to murder a god." That's all we missed. Okay. The road to Athens.
I thought we already were in Athens.
No. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is Athens.
Ah.
And that is Ares.
Oh. Yeah.
It's fine. We just have to kill him. It's no big deal.
Where's that ballista again?
Yeah, that's not going to do anything. Good idea though. It was a good thought.
Yeah.
Solid thought.
I tried.
Oh. There he is. He's big.
Yeah. His skirt is very short.
God of war. I haven't forgotten you. For what you did that night, this city will be your grave.
Yeah, Ares. For what you did that night, this city will be your grave. Uh-oh, run away! I thought he was throwing me. I was about to be afraid. Alright, so there's... Do you want to go to the left or to the right? I actually don't know if we can go both ways. But you want to go to the left or the right?
Let's go left.
Whoops. Hold on.
Or no, maybe right makes more sense because
Okay.
he's facing left.
Okay.
So maybe we can sneak up behind him if we go right.
Smart. Okay. It's unfortunate for those people that you just stopped on. Alright, let's go. Okay. Just being cautious, you know? Hey, look. Get a Gorgon Eye. We only need 2 more.
Wow.
And our health
Okay.
goes up. What is this? It is a massive door emblazoned with the symbol of the town's oracle. The door is shut tight and cannot be opened from here. So she...
It's just an owl symbol.
Yeah,
Which is, you know,
Athena.
exactly.
So yeah, that means that is her temple to the east,
Okay.
but we can't open it from here, so we're gonna go back the other way.
Ooh.
Hi, Ares.
Where am I at? Hob says, I did not see the Owl movie, but I did listen to what I assume is the end credits
You mentioned
song.
that already, yep.
I'm subbed to Owl's YouTube.
Oh, hell yeah.
So when the song popped up on the watch list, it went.
Gotcha. On the watch list.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Ares threw a thing and now blocked us off from going that way, which means we have to go this way. But first, let's get some experience orbs. Alright, so what do we need points-wise? We need 2250 to power up our blades again. 1650 for Poseidon's Rage. And 3000 for Medusa's Gaze. So we're very close to Poseidon's Rage, if we want to power that up.
Okay.
Bigger damage area, more power, and a spin attack
Okay.
is what we would get there. Or we can wait and power up this greater damage, new attacks, or stronger freeze beam, Gorgon Flash, instant freeze attack.
Okay, but it's not really freeze like ice. It's freeze like turn to stone.
Which then we can break them,
Right.
or shatter them. Oh, okay, so he threw something else, and now we are trapped behind this door.
Okay.
And there are Minotaur, but different. Look at the weapons that they have.
Fun.
Oh! They send out shockwaves with their attacks. Can you hit this button?
Hob says, Amy, the first shot of the video for Rush's Limelight is of a rig playing in the snow outside, or a dog.
Oh,
It
sure, go ahead.
spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
Dog playing outside in the snow outside the studio.
Nice. Okay.
That's cool.
That is cute.
Battle says Bytor is based on a dog owned by a producer.
Nice.
He bit people.
Oh, that's
Hence
not nice.
Bytor.
Oh, biter. Sure.
There's also a German Shepherd at the beginning of the Limelight video. I wonder if this is Bytor. It could be, right?
Yeah, definitely. Referencing back to their old stuff.
Yeah.
Their original stuff, I should say.
Hob says, where's Wonder Woman when you need her? Battle says, piggy bankers versus orcs.
Okay.
Exclamation point. Hob says, I was lucky enough to see Rush twice live.
Wow.
Though sadly, no meeting.
Okay.
Cool though.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And Battle says the orcs are scared. Nice.
Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
That's awesome.
Okay, we're good here. Got it. Done. headbutt, and then just right in the mouth. Right.
Stabbity stab.
Yes, for sure. Oh, okay. So I have to have you doing the thing over here? Is that what's going on? I think like he has to hit this button or stand on it to open that door for me.
Battle says Rush live, so jealous. LOL.
Yeah, that seems cool.
Yeah, there are many bands that I would have liked to have seen before they died. A lot of them.
Sure, yeah.
Because I'm an old bands fan, a lot more than a new bands fan.
Yeah.
But there are certain bands that I'm a pretty big fan of now, like a few of them, that I would love to see, before they die as well.
Step on the button, step on the button, step on the button, step on the button.
As sad as that is to say. We were supposed to go and see Disturbed before COVID hit.
Well, we were supposed to see it during COVID. Right. Yes.
But when COVID hit, it got canceled, of course. So.
It got rescheduled, then canceled, because they didn't know what the hell was going on at that time. Nobody did, right? It's not their fault. I really don't know how to kill this guy. I tried real hard, but didn't work. But they're going to keep giving them to me, I guess, until I do it properly.
But Disturbed is like a really great band that we both really love. We love Hailstorm as well.
Sure.
Which I think they're going on tour soon or something, but not really sure.
Did you know Anthony Vincent opened for them for a while?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I thought I told you that, but...
I don't think I knew that.
Okay.
Anthony Vincent is like a YouTuber who does pretty awesome work with
song styles.
Yeah, song styles. He's really good at like imitating singers and in the way that they sing and things like that. He's pretty good. Battle says, yeah, too bad about Peart. Maybe good for him. Is that? I'm not understanding what you're meaning by that, Battle.
Could be a Rush reference. I really don't remember how to do this at all. Could you like...
Did you try the button? Maybe you have to go on the button and then do the Poseidon thing?
No, if you stand on the button, it depresses and it opens. Then when you let go, it goes back up. Can I back onto it at all? Yeah, it looks like it. No, really? It's so far away.
Peart. Is it Peart? Is it Peart? Died. Okay, he's the drummer. Okay, Neil Peart, the drummer and lyricist for Rush, who passed away from, I believe, a brain tumor within the last couple of years.
Wow, that's rough.
Wow, that sucks. Thanks, Hob.
Shit, man.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not that much of a Rush fan. I think the lyrics are good, and I think the music is good, but it just, I was never much of a fan because the lead singer's voice was just, I just couldn't do it. Something about his voice was just too grating.
Come on. I really don't know what to do. Do I just stand here and let you smash me? Is that what I'm supposed to do? It didn't work. No. Ow.
When other people sing the songs, I like them.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I have an ability for this. Come on, pal. Come stand on this button over here. Come stand on the button. Right there. I'm an idiot. That took so much longer than it needed to. Sorry, everybody. God damn it.
Hey, at least you figured it out.
Yeah, I sure did. I was like, my powers won't help. All I can do is use the electricity or turn somebody to... Oh. Oh, good. Thanks, Elise.
Battle says... Yeah, he's saying in a very high register. I can understand that. Hob says, I've seen Rush twice, Al twice. I saw a double act of Kansas and ELO, too.
Wow.
ELO without Jeff Lynne, which, why, brother? As my first concert. I saw Smothers Brothers, Queen,
Wow.
when they toured with Paul Rogers.
Okay.
Battle says he even hurt his voice. Oh, did he? Yeah.
Oops. So there's nothing in here, or there's something?
It's a pretty common thing now. Of singers.
Hurting their voices?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Adele had to have, like, surgery, right?
Adele, Sam Smith did. Who else comes to mind quickly? I know Rod Stewart, Steven Tyler, definitely.
Sure, yeah.
And his
voice is so different now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his didn't like heal and come back
No.
the way like people nowadays, like they're much better at doing that surgery, I think, where people's voices really don't change that much when they get that surgery. Because like I said, Sam Smith, Adele has had that surgery, and I think their voices stayed pretty close to the same, if not basically the same. But back in the day, like Rod Stewart in the 70s, I don't know what he sounded like prior to the surgery. I don't know how different that was. But I mean, Steven Tyler's was drastically different. But I think just singing that high note all the time.
So good, though.
Yeah.
My God.
I mean, like literally to the point where I didn't even know. What's the name of that song?
Off the top of my head.
But you guys know what I'm talking about.
I mean, I know.
I didn't even realize that song was sung by Steven Tyler because his voice is so drastically different, right? Yeah, and I had heard newer songs of his or theirs, I should say, because it's the whole thing.
Aerosmith, sure.
Before I had heard the most popular Aerosmith song. And so when I heard the most popular Aerosmith song that was older,
Dream On.
Dream On, and prior to when he had that surgery, I didn't recognize it as being Aerosmith. I just didn't, because that's how drastically different his voice was.
Ooh. So many, like, chests and stuff. I'm just, like, breaking into all these little houses and getting all the chests and stuff inside.
Hob says, I saw Peter Noon of Herman's Hermits.
Okay.
And got his autograph. And I saw Cheap Trick play literally in a small tent.
Wow.
It was like having them in my backyard. That's amazing.
That's really cool.
Cheap Trick, huh?
Really cool.
That's funny. Battle says the Nobblers have the ball. Piggy bankers, piggy banker fans going wild.
Yes. Got him. Give me that health. I need it. These archers are messing me up. Get out of here. Yes. Right over there.
I'm experiencing a lot of swelling today.
Oh, in the arm?
In my legs as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Says, oh, and I forgot I saw a double bill of the Guess Who and the Grassroots.
Okay.
But they were both very much a ship of Theseus thing, where only one or two original members were part of it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I love the ship of Theseus reference, though. That's great.
Well, that's why I, like I said, there are certain bands that I would have wanted to see. But when I found out X person wasn't gonna be there, it was like, okay, never mind.
Yep.
Because I'm not going to go and see a band where, where that's like that.
One more.
Where the people are not who I want them to be. The only one I would consider would be Journey, because the new lead singer of Journey, I shouldn't really say new, but the lead singer of Journey, I don't recall his name, but the man from China that they literally brought over because he was impeccable at impersonating the lead singer of Journey. That I would see, because it's really that close. But Battle says Piggy Banker goes wide. Orcs in a scramble.
Nice. So we're getting good
That's fun.
stuff.
I like that battle. I like the status updates.
Whoops. Sorry.
Fun
Oh.
status updates.
Okay, so we have 1852. Do we want to level up Poseidon's Rage, or just wait and see what, wait until we can get to one of these? We're close to 2250 for the blades.
Okay, so yeah, why don't we wait on that?
Okay.
Because if we haven't, because we could have leveled up the Poseidon's Rage already by now,
Sure.
and we could have been using it the whole time then, I suppose. So we might as well just hold out for one of the better things
Sure.
if the possibility for that remains.
Not a problem. We went in here already. That. Now we can go in here. Nothing in here. Okay. But now we've broken this area open. So let's... Oh, right. Okay, so we don't want to go down there. We want to go up. Hold down circle to swing on the rope. Oh. Interesting. Because we're high enough, we should be able to. Oh, I missed it. Ow. Come on. Let's try it again. Yeah. Oh. Free stuff.
Stuff is nice.
Sure is. Alright, well, we're not gonna...
It's free.
Right? We're not gonna fall down here again, so I might as well get it all now, right? Right?
Yep. Battle says Piggy Banker Stickbone KO'd. Sad face. I'm sorry.
So it looks like if I go like this, there we go. Okay, that works. Swing.
But you didn't lose, right? Because you still have... So that's just one character? Stickbone, or...
Okay. Thank you. Oh god. Could we just... Could
He
you...
was one of many. Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Hell yeah. Oh, we're getting a little close. Hi, Ares. No such luck on breaking into there. We are a little lower on health than I'd like to be. We're at like half. Can't go here. Okay. Unfortunate. Oh! Look at all this. Okay, there's water here. Then if we go up this way, Athens Town Square. Oh! Right, give me your health. I need it. I need it. If you kill innocent civilians, you get health. I mean, what? Ow! Rude. Ow.
Whoa.
What?
I think I wasn't my eye got really dry.
Did you, like... wow.
Score is still 0-0.
Oh, wow, okay. Ow. Up. Get up. Look at that butt. We were talking about it
I
before.
know.
Yeah.
They're so cute with their little butts.
Okay. What do this? Just kill this. Yes. Get him. Punch him in the crotch. Oh no. Just interesting. It's not the same as the other guys. This guy's very strong.
Even though they have less protection on their crotch.
Right.
'Cause the other guys had like hot pieces. And these guys just have loincloths.
Get up. Yes. Get him again. Yes. Ow. Get up. Actually didn't mean to kill that guy there, but whatever happens, happens. I suppose. There we go. Now he's dead. Thank you. Oh, shit. Fine. Ow. Get up. Oh, that's cool. Oh god, there's another one. Get him. What's this? Organ's eye? Damn it. Whoops. Oh, I'm getting in the groove. I'm remembering. Sort of. Just to double check. 2117 out of 2250.
What is it?
2117 is what we have. We need 2250.
Okay, great. Battle says Fryer is dead. Sad face.
That's a great name.
I'm so sorry.
No, get him. No, not that guy. Why? I don't care about him.
Are there guys dying as well? Hopefully.
Oh, get up. This is super difficult right
He says Lord Litigation is injured.
Sounds like a great name as well.
You would like that.
You will. Got him. Get it. It's experience.
Why are all these random people still here? Like, get the hell out of this.
They're locked in. We're locked in. We got locked
There are
in.
plenty of doors. Like, just go through the doors.
They're not openable.
I was gonna say, like, these ogres can't fit through the doors. So just run away and go into the doors.
I'm dying by a lot. That's the other reason why I used to be honest. Like in terms of like from a gameplay standpoint. I need the health. Do I have the thing yet? God. Could you just like either of you die? Is that possible? Right now? Ow. Wow. There he is, one down. Is that enough? It is not. We're 3 away from... God damn it. Son of a bitch. When he hits me the first time, he stuns me. Kill him? Kill him. Alright. Now we can do it, though.
Pargon.
Okay, so level 3, new moves. Cyclone of Chaos is L1 and square. In the air, we can do it as well. And then triangle, triangle, triangle is Spirit of Hercules. And triangle, triangle, square is Valor of Hercules. You can also get Hades Revenge, square or triangle or R1, while in Hades reverse or parry pose. And now we are purple. And the door is open. Okay. Okay. Now they're running away. There you go, Amy. Just what you wanted.
Finally.
Can't get in through there. Okay. Oh.
Don't come near me.
There's a dead guy. And some cool sculptures or paintings, I guess. Like reliefs in the wall. That one looks different though, doesn't it? I actually need magic this time. Usually I get health, but... Magic. Don't look at me.
What?
I said don't look at me.
Why?
Because I'm destroying all these clay pots that are like really beautiful and stuff.
That's okay. I mean, there are a lot of Grecian urns out there. There are a lot.
Okay. Well, now there's like 5 less. She keeps running away saying, stay away from me. Alright, so I don't need health right now, so I might be able to come back for this if I find out that I need it later.
Be quiet, lady.
Oh! It worked. I mean, I should be able to just jump across. Do you want to jump across, or do you want to go through the room?
Let's jump across and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Is there a dog? I thought I heard barking.
I know who you are. I know what you've done. Monster.
Wait.
Stay back. Get away from me.
Is that Jennifer Hale? Doesn't it sound like her?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Right? Alright, up the stairs or back where we came from?
Back where we came from.
There.
Because we said wait and she didn't, so we can go and find her later.
Oh!
Bob says I may end up missing the end. Kid stuff.
Okay. I mean, it is 10:12. We should be ending soon because Amy and I both said that we're hungry. So basically the next like save point that I get to, we're going to save and finish up for the night. But
Yeah.
totally understand, and obviously, hopefully we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And thanks as always for stopping by.
Right. And good luck with the kid stuff, especially since everyone in your house is sick.
Yes, also fair. I guess I can get some.
Best of luck, because you're probably going to need it.
Alright, so we're good there. And that's it, actually. That stops. So, yeah, we now can go back up the stairs. Oh, okay. The camera angle, like, immediately changes, and it's like, whoops, going the wrong way. Alright, up we go. Perfect.
Stay away. Don't come near me. Keep away.
She's...
Wow. That was effective. We were like, don't come near me, because I don't, I want to be safe. And it's like you jumped off of a balcony to get away from him.
She sure did, but also,
Literally died.
look what I found.
Nice.
First, Gorgon Eye. Damn it, so close. All right, 2 more Phoenix Feathers, 1 more Gorgon Eye, but also, that'll be for next week.
Yeah.
Because now, we're done. We're done for the night. Amy, still a game that you want to keep playing next week?
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad, because I really do enjoy this game, truly. I think it's a lot of fun. It's funny, as you saw, like the last time I played this game was in like 06. So looking back on it and being able to look at it with a little bit more of a critical eye, I kind of agree with what everybody else is saying. There's things, but it's still fun. Like, the gameplay is still enjoyable. It's just, is the sex minigame necessary? Again, like I said, I can look at it now and be like, oh, they were trying to sell the game. I get it, right? Like, that doesn't mean that I think that it's terrible and should be thrown out, but I also don't think that it's like, I'm sitting here going, oh my God, most amazing game of all time. Like, okay, there are things for sure, but I don't mind it. I enjoy the gameplay and I enjoy the story. I enjoy the characters. And so far the voice acting, I mean, real good.
Yeah.
So yeah, obviously we'll be back next week
Who
with
is your favorite
my favorite
voice actor?
We haven't gotten to them yet. I think they might be in 2.
Oh.
But I mean, Kratos' voice is pretty damn good.
I liked Athena.
Athena's voice is good, and she's the narrator as well, I believe.
Oh, really?
I think so.
She sounded like two very different voices.
I could be
maybe
wrong.
she was just doing 2 different voices.
I could be wrong.
Voice actors can do that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What? No.
Nah.
Do you want to do the thing?
Battle says it's not Blood Bowl though. LOL.
You're right. It's not Blood Bowl.
Correct.
It's not. Speaking of things that aren't Blood Bowl, nor this. Also, don't forget our next stream. We will be live on Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern, because we are live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time right here on this channel. And so even though next Thursday is Thanksgiving, we will, for us here in the U.S. at least, we will still be live on Friday at 8 p.m. for the continuation of this series. And we'll be back with more of this, as I said, next Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. This VoD goes up on Video Games for All. So if you're watching this on the VoD, please don't ever hesitate to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to watch this live, we're over on Geek for All. So wherever you are, don't forget, whatever channel you're on, to subscribe and ring that bell so that you will get notifications whenever any of our videos come out, or if you're on Geek for All, whenever we go live every Monday and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern. And if you're on Video Games for All, or if you're on any of the other channels, Video Games for All, Gluten Free for All, or Geek for All, check the links in the description down below to get you to the other 2. So.
Battle says nice.
Nice. So this was fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you all for being here with us. Amy, thank you for enjoying it as much as you have so far, giving it a chance, etc.
Like I said, I see a lot of parallels to Eternal Darkness, which is a game I really liked. Even though it's, from a story standpoint, very dissimilar.
Oh, yeah. 100% dissimilar, yes.
It's, it has some clear similarities.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it's funny, I never put 2 and 2 together. Ever. No, God, no. But it's probably because I wasn't probably playing them in
Back
conjunction
to back
with one
like
another.
that.
Nor if I was, 2005, at the age that I was in 05, I probably was not looking to make those connections either,
Right.
to be honest.
Battle says we love you.
We love all of you guys as well. So
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate that, Battle. And yeah, we'll be back on Monday. But if folks are not here for Magic the Gathering, as I always say for folks who are here for only Magic, there is no hard feelings whatsoever. Maybe we'll see you next Friday, whatever the case may be. But yeah, we'll be back then. We know when those videos come out. We also have new episodes of our 3 series over on Video Games for All. Sunday, there will be a new episode of the Walking Dead Telltale series, where we, if you're familiar with the Walking Dead franchise, where we meet Glenn. So there's that. So that's the new one. Yes, so that's the new one this Sunday. On Tuesday, we have a new episode of Pokemon Sapphire. We are getting to the final gym, or the town of the final gym. So, stay tuned for that. That's something that's happening soon. And then on Wednesday, another episode of Banjo-Kazooie. Amy's first time ever seeing Banjo-Kazooie. Yes. So stay tuned for all those things. Gluten Free for All, new video coming out this month.
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. So stay tuned to Gluten Free for All as well. Like I said, any of the channels that you're on, sub, ring the bell, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. Amy, speaking of you and Gluten Free for All being your channel,
Yes.
You've got some work to do. Oh, God. Oh, perfect timing. Because I'll give you a second to recuperate, because we had some awesome people join us tonight. And if they were in chat, they're going to get a shout out right now. If you weren't, we'll talk to you all in a second because we still appreciate you. Don't you worry.
Battle, thank you so much for all of your consistent comments tonight. It was great.
Agreed.
Hob as well. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. Dave Man, thanks for lurking in.
Appreciate
always.
it. Absolutely always.
DM Oz, I hope you enjoyed that chicken and rice.
Yeah, it sounds real good right about now. We're definitely going to go eat something.
Erica, thanks so much for being here. We love you so much. And we love seeing you on every one of our streams, regardless of if it's something you're interested in sitting and watching for the full time period that we're here.
For sure.
Alex, thanks for coming back. I think you've been here one or two other times in the past, if I'm remembering correctly.
Well, they said finally caught you live.
Okay.
So.
All right. So maybe you left comments on our pre-records. Thank you so much for being here today.
Regardless, real nice to have you.
Ant, thank you so much for showing
cool.
up. We love you.
I'm sure you have not watched this far, but maybe you have. I don't want to judge. But I know that right before he started watching, he also left us a message. So I will get to that message as soon as possible if you're still watching this. Speaking of somebody dealing with kids at home.
Yeah. Let's see. Who else we got? We got Marcus.
For sure.
Always. Loyal and true to the end.
Absolutely.
Jayanna, same thing. Love you so much.
Great to have you both. And at the top.
And C. Holland.
That's right. So thank you to each and every one of you who were just mentioned. We really appreciate having you here. If you did not hear your name just mentioned, but you were lurking and things like that, we still appreciate you. Doesn't mean we don't. We just didn't see you in chat. So we didn't get a chance to say something to you before then. So yes, thank you so much for lurking. No problems whatsoever. If you want, always welcome to pop into chat and just say, hey, lurking in. Dave did that before we mentioned that. If that's something that you want to get a shout out at the end, we would love to hear from you. And if not, please don't feel any pressure to do so. We appreciate having lurkers just as much. So yeah. Thank you all so very much for being here. We really hope everybody enjoyed this particular episode. Obviously, as I said, we'll be back with more next week, the day after Thanksgiving. Here in the US, Thanksgiving is Thursday, Black Friday is Friday, but we'll be back on Monday as well. And so between now and the next time that we see you, whenever that is, please make sure to continue to stay safe and happy and healthy. That is to you and yours. That is super important. And for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I've been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video or stream of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.